such a factor in this game.
And there it is, right off the bat with the stunner.
Right off the bat.
And there goes Seagull's into the air. We got the Saturday night special music. KK slider out. We're in business. Winners finals at Xanadu. Also, one of the things that you know, all of Zero Suit's like generic 2-hit combos work on every character. It's not, Sonic's not excluded from that, and a stunner could lead to a down B.
Ooh.
Oh, and is it? Nope. And he went. All right, so that was a good idea to go for the nair because it often links into the down B. Seagull, I believe, was aware of that and DI'd away. So good presence of mind there.
He went for an air dodge reader over there. The thing I noticed about
Ooh,
using the spring. Wow.
And if it wasn't intentional, Bengals made it look like it was. He is all over.
He'll tell you it was, whether it wasn't or not. Yeah,
nice
he is all over him.
Nice there.
Very nice.
Only 9% on Bengals right now, and Seagull is really struggling.
That Zare has a huge range.
Back
and
air.
that's wow. Not good DI though.
Beautiful DI by Seagull.
Let's see. Seagull at this point, his goal should be just put on some damage first. You don't want to give up at the fresh stock.
There's the stunner.
Yep,
the stunner interrupts that down B. He's got to do something different, and when he has to jump, it opens up all Zero Suit's options.
And Bengal's in the driving seat right now. He's basically at 0%.
What does Seagull have left here? Seagull, I've never seen Seagull get dominated this badly.
Me neither.
You know, all of his matches with Boss are typically very close, whether he wins or Boss does. And his matches with Bengals before usually were not one-sided like this. Although I can tell you, at Xanadu 100, a New England Zero Suit player named Mars came down and eliminated Seagull in that tournament. And in the winner's side, he absolutely dominated Seagull. So it's akin to that Zero Suit.
This is the tag candy, right, Mars?
Oh, that was real close to catching that dodge, too. Yeah, I don't know. Seagull is just clearly...
Looks like he's almost conceded this match.
Yeah, he really doesn't know what to do in this matchup, it looks like. Wow, and he even had a read on Bengals. Bengal had time to spot dodge
uses
there.
up tilt very nicely. It's a nice, I think it's her fastest move, like frame data wise. And that's game.
So 68%, 2 stocks. Bengals absolutely crushing Seagull Joe in the first game. This is a best of 5 set.
Seagull does have time to make adjustments, think about counter pick here.
Well, he's got a couple tricks up the sleeve. That's what I was expecting here.
I was just about to ask, would we see the Mario? I guess we're seeing the Sheik.
Yeah, Seagull's been admitted he needs to work on Sheik. He needs to have a good Sheik. This may have been one of those reasons why. While Seagull was able to beat Bengals before, it was a very close set, and Bengals has taken sets from Seagull before. So,
and Bengals, this is a matchup that used to like extremely scare him. I know he's been working hard on improving this matchup, so I know to a degree he doesn't like this matchup. So it's a great switch.
Yeah, actually, and last season, the only reason Bengals really didn't get high in some tournaments was because he kept running into Chudat's Sheik, and he lost every time.
That's true. And
so.
Go ahead.
So Sheik has really been a problem for him.
That's true.
And I believe this matchup is heavily in Sheik's favor.
And I'm not sure if many people know this, but Bengals does have a pocket Pikachu. And the reason why he picked up Pikachu was for this matchup. So that's initially why he picked him up. He was thinking Sheik doesn't lose matchups, but he thought Pikachu Sheik was 50-50.
Well, at this point, it's already better than the last match. He already accumulated more damage than did in the entirety of the last match. And Bengals making me think about pick up Zero Suit for Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, Seagull's one of the best Sonics you'll see, and to see him switch off the character, basically concede that he can't win that matchup.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see a lick of Sonic after this against Zero Suit. It's down B. Bengals now starting to reel a little bit. This is why I do not like this level. I always ask to go to Palatinus. I just cannot. That light, it hurts my eyes. It not just makes it able to see. It hurts my eyes. And we have the option of that here. You don't have to go here if you don't want to. Seagull just trying to catch Bengals jumps here. With Final D, I think the reason he went here was so that if Bengal gets in the air, he does not have an escape. And when Sheik has ground control, it's so easy for him to pick him off.
I think I was reading around on like social media sites that when Sheik goes...
Oh my gosh. Bengals waited for that down B. And it looked like he was waiting for it. That's why I'm surprised Seagull even did it at all. So what are you saying?
Yeah, I was reading about how when Sheik goes for her throw to up air or air dodge read, I was reading that there's actually no reason to air dodge, and that if you just double jump away, there's nothing she can do.
That's the same thing against Rob. A lot of people didn't know that, and they would panic dodge. Seagull gets a stock with the fair there.
Let's go.
They would panic dodge, and they would get hit. They would die at 80 because they fell in my up air. But against Rob, if you have enough percent, if you just jump, and that's what the first person to get it was GimR. GimR just started jumping away, and once you do that, once they took away Rob's kill throw, I mean it still kills, but it kills way later. It made it really hard to use that down throw as something threatening. And I agree, it's very similar. Interesting use of the burst grenade there.
What I see a lot of Sheik and even Rob players, they go for the throw and they just stay on stage, wait for you to exhaust that double jump, and they punish the landing.
Well, and then that's a cat and mouse game too. If you stay on stage and they're like, oh, they're not going to pursue me, I don't have to jump. And
right. Here it is, and he gets his time.
Yeah, that was actually guaranteed at that percent. Good weight there. Gets the block on the stunner. Seagull just covering space, really. He's not even worried about getting a kill move as much as just covering space and getting damage in. Oh, and he went for an extreme punish. He could have taken a grab there. He went for a fair instead, not sure. And Bengals
juggling over here.
He's got a down B. Yeah, I was going to say, Seagull needs to stop down being like as an instant escape.
This is a pivotal game for Seagull. You don't want to go down 2-0. Definitely. And
that's it.
That's game. There's 2-0.
And Seagull not zero. Can't DI out of that forward smash like CT Cero.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to?
No, just stay on.
Cool.
Because it'll go on stream. It'll go on stream. His match. It'll be in the next stream match. So game 3, back to FD.
All right, running back.
Even if Seagull is able to win this game, I don't see the future looking good for him in the remaining sets. And Bengal is showing why he is one of the premier players in MDBA.
Definitely.
Nice, nice.
He's always said that this is the only matchup in his way. Wow.
All right.
Very nice.
Very, very cute string, but there's not, that's nothing to sweat over.
Exactly.
You're not going to die from it unless you do something stupid.
Right.
So, oh, wow.
It just looks nice. But it is good, solid damage, too.
Right. Oh, okay, okay. He mixed it up, and I think, yeah, that's why Seagull Joe was expecting the up B and got out of it, but Bengal's one step ahead, as always.
It's a nice mix-up. Keep him on the toes, But one thing I noticed is that Zero Suit doesn't have many ledge options. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness! How did he know?
Wow. I was about to say, down smash is their only option to cover ledge, and he reads the roll with it.
Bengal's perfect back air spacing. And it is crystal clear that Bengals has been in the lab.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Even from where he was at Xanadu 100, where he got 4th.
Yep, he's been putting in extreme work, taking very close attention to what he can do to improve his game.
Oh, and that was one of those scary moments. You couldn't see what's going on there.
That's stock.
That's stock, yeah. And Seagull, he's getting a little impatient here.
Yep, let's say a little antsy.
Trying to get these kills, and he's got a much safer option for kills. He's got a B. Oh wow, nice job.
That was a little bit of a fish there.
Precision. I don't know. Normally that option's very good, and it has an invincibility to it, but Bengals was ready for anything there. It seemed like. And Seagull just missing his chances here.
See, Bengals is not going for many grabs. He's getting his damage. He's getting his damage in other ways. He's just taking his time and waiting for openings.
Yep. And Seagull's not creating situations that Bengals getting scared of.
Exactly.
And see, that hardly ever hits that dashing up B off the ledge. But then it's what you do after.
Right.
Can you fall off the ledge and back air? Can you catch him on stage? And I think that Seagull needs to think on the next step, on the next level on that. What do I do after this?
Right. I think Bengal's just a little bit ahead of him at this point.
Nice back air.
Oh.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, buffered the roll. I don't think he was sure who was going to win the trump, so he just said, I'll just get the roll. That's not stock quite.
Nice DI.
Not enough rage on Seagull to get the stock there.
I think Seagull should throw out a little bit more needles.
Yeah, I think that's part of what makes this matchup bad for Zero Suit, is that the needles win everything. In fact, it's kind of what makes the matchup bad for just about everyone.
Yeah, it's really what adds that that extra dynamic to Sheik's game. Is those arrows, those needles.
Oh, what? Okay. That actually happened to me earlier. I thought I was fine, and I was like, oh, fine. And then I let go of the control stick, and I died.
Yeah, that looked like a little weird. It looked like almost like Bengals was expecting a hit and just killed himself.
Bengals just juggling Seagull right now. Not much he can do. And perfect space with that nair. Bengals is playing very precise and making fast work of Seagull Joe here. And looking to be a 3-0. Can Seagull do something about it? Not much he can do there. Bengals just looking to finish this one off. Okay. And just the way Bengals playing, it's like he always has the worst case scenario planned. He's like, okay, I know what the worst thing that can happen here is this, and I'll prepare for those options.
Bengals is throwing out the 3 jab on Seagull's shield, and he's getting away with it.
Yeah, and that's really surprising. I know Zero jab's fast, but Sheik's is faster.
That's up tilt kill.
That's it. Up tilt is stock 3-0 for Bengals.
3-0, very impressive.
Which means you're on stream, buddy.
Cool. With Mick, right?
I believe that's correct. Yeah, so Ash and Mick are now on stream.
All right. I'll talk to you guys soon, hopefully.
We really want to play. Joe, please commentate. Someone commentate. Bengals going to commentate.